This is CryptoCake Weekly Update with BitBoy Crypto.
Welcome to CryptoCake Weekly Update. This week, Jerome Powell says a digital and physical dollar must coexist. Microsoft is asking users if they use cryptocurrency. Cramer calls Bitcoin a good hedge against inflation. And finally, Deutsche Bank calls Bitcoin too important to ignore. For this week's biggest story, we have the chairman of the U.S. Federal Reserve stating that there must be a balance between physical and virtual U.S. dollars. Powell stated that a central bank digital currency won't remove the need for physical cash in the near future. Instead, a digital U.S. dollar would work in tandem with the physical fiat version. Powell repeated a key point made in a recent Bank for International Settlements report the Fed contributed to, stating, one of the three key principles highlighted in the report is that a CBDC needs to coexist with cash and other types of money in a flexible and innovative payment system. Speaking to a payments conference in Basel, Switzerland, Powell added that the pandemic itself has actually prompted governments to think more deeply about how money works. He said, the COVID crisis has brought into even sharper focus the need to address the limitations of our current arrangements for cross-border payments. Powell has previously said private sector initiatives like Facebook's Libra, for example, have accelerated central banks' interest in setting up their very own digital currencies. However, Powell has cautioned that the Fed faces difficult policy and operational questions, such as the monetary policy implications of a digital dollar. Powell also listed illicit activity and cyber attacks as risks associated to a digital dollar. Because of these reasons, Powell has previously explained that the U.S. isn't in a rush to issue a digital U.S. dollar. In other news, Microsoft is probing its users, asking whether or not they use Bitcoin. The giant tech company polled its users on introducing crypto payments. A Reddit post claimed the survey was sent to participants of its Xbox Insider program. Microsoft previously experimented with Bitcoin payments back in 2014 when the company started allowing US-based Microsoft users to buy Windows content, including games, with Bitcoin. However, the company later discontinued that program after the crash in 2018. Microsoft currently doesn't accept cryptocurrency payments for its Xbox Online store at the time of this report. Cramer is finally bullish on Bitcoin after talking to crypto investor Anthony Pompliano. Cramer issued a stern warning that the U.S. could potentially experience a Zimbabwe-style inflation on a podcast with Pomp, adding that Bitcoin could be the only salvage to maintain one's wealth. Cramer further pointed out that some mansions and land have managed to preserve their value in Zimbabwe thanks to gold in the Weimar Republic. He believes that Bitcoin could be the ultimate solution for Americans to do the same. The Mad Money host claimed that Bitcoin was what he was searching for with gold originally, but he said that the traditional hedge has let him down over the years. Because of this, Cramer is now recommending investors put at least 5% of their portfolios into Bitcoin. Cramer has previously stated that it is irresponsible for public companies not to add Bitcoin to their balance sheets during an appearance on Squawk Box. That brings us to the last story of the day. Deutsche Bank has now stated that Bitcoin is too big to ignore. Deutsche Bank has released a report entitled Bitcoins: Can the Tinkerbell Effect Become a Self-Fulfilling Prophecy? Research analyst Marian Labor wrote, Bitcoin's market cap of $1 trillion makes it too important to ignore. As long as asset managers and companies continue to enter the market, Bitcoin prices could continue to rise. However, she compared Bitcoin to Peter Pan's Tinkerbell, stating Bitcoin's value will continue to rise and fall depending on what people believe it is worth. Adding, this is sometimes called the Tinkerbell effect, which is a recognized economic term stating that the more people believe in something, the likelier it is to happen based on Peter Pan's assertion that Tinkerbell only exists because children believe she exists. The bank's report presents Bitcoin as a commodity, currency, and equity covering all major markets, while expressing that Bitcoin transactions and tradability are still limited. The bank additionally highlights Bitcoin's market capitalization of over $1 trillion, expressing that it's now the third largest currency in the world in terms of the total value in circulation. The bank further states that the price of Bitcoin could continue to rise as long as the digital asset remains an attractive entry for asset managers and companies alike. In other words, this means that Bitcoin is now bigger than the Japanese yen and even the Indian rupee. Thank you for watching CryptoCake Weekly Update. Please hit the subscribe button and tap the bell for notifications so you never miss the week's vital crypto news. I'm BitBoy Crypto, signing off. See you next week.